A typical day in Brooklyn, but for Jack, nothing was typical today. Jack, a man of simple habits, coffee, work, sleep, but something was about to shake his routine. As always, Jack entered his favorite cafe. Little did he know, today his coffee would taste expensive. Tom, the ever-smiling barista, was ready with some hot news, and it wasn't the coffee. $2.50, please. That's when Jack realized something had changed. Jack, wasn't it $2 yesterday? Tom, welcome to the world of inflation, buddy. Tom explained. Coffee beans, milk, transportation, all up, like a latte-flavored ladder. Jack stared, wide-eyed. Was the world getting more expensive, or just his cup? Jack took his coffee this time. It tasted like inflation. That night, Jack turned to his laptop. A simple search. Why is everything more expensive? And boom, the magic of the internet. Consumer Price Index, aka CPI. His coffee steamed quietly, but Jack's brain was boiling over CPI charts. What's CPI? It means when coffee, eggs, and even toothpaste go up, something's off. Jack decided to dig deeper because rising prices were just the beginning. Next morning, he hit the store, grabbed a basket and a half full wallet. Milk price? Almost double. Jack muttered, do cows get raises too? Even bread? $5 a loaf? That's not food, that's an investment. Jack wandered the aisles, sighing deeper with every shelf. Prices looked like they were plugged into the stock market. The cashier smiled. Yep, sir, that's your CPI in action. That night, Jack sat defeated, staring at his laptop. He needed a cup of hope. But then an idea sparked. If prices are rising, maybe it's time I got smarter. With a candle, a coffee, and a truckload of doubt, Jack dove into investing. Charts, columns, percentages. Jack's brain was steaming, but he was learning. That night, Jack realized, when CPI goes up, cash melts like ice cream in the sun. The next day, he met a financial advisor, because knowledge is the new currency. Jack was still unsure. Markets are scary, especially when your savings are tiny. The advisor smiled. We'll start small. The key is just to start. Graphs, returns, inflation, compound interest. Jack felt like he'd stepped into another universe. Jack thought, well, if I'm going to lose, at least let me lose smart. The meeting ended, but something was different. Jack walked out with purpose. He wasn't just a consumer anymore. Now, he was an investor rookie, but ready. Back home, he thought, money should work for me, not just disappear. He opened his investment app, bought a stock, small but real. A smile crept across his face. Control was coming back. With a cheer, he shouted, I'm finally in the game. He checked his phone. Markets still bounced, but this time he was bouncing with them. A few weeks later, he returned to that same cafe. Tom was still there, still smiling. But the coffee? Different story. Coffee, $2.65. Jack didn't flinch this time, just smiled. Tom asked, what's up with you? Jack replied, I'm not just a coffee drinker now. I'm a shareholder. Tom laughed. Guess it's my turn to learn from you. And Jack sipped deeply, savoring a new flavor, the taste of financial awareness. All right, folks, if you've made it this far, either you really care about the economy, or your coffee isn't finished yet. But let's be real, there were 4 lessons in this video you just can't ignore. 1. Prices don't lie. When bread, milk, and coffee start costing more, there's a quiet voice screaming, hey, wake up! 2. CPI isn't just a number. It's a mirror of our daily lives. Ignore it, and it might sneak up on you right when you're hunting for a discount. 3. Understanding stuff like CPI isn't just for economists. It's for me, for you, for everyone. If you spend money, you should know where it's going. 4. And finally, in this market you either ride the wave or get soaked. Jack chose to ride it. What about you? So don't just complain, take action. Jack didn't whine, he invested. It was scary at first, but then it got pretty sweet, just like inflation-free coffee. If this video helped you, do a favor for your friend, share it. Maybe they're just one spark away from their own big financial shift.